All right, here's my buddy Tad. He came in from Colorado to play some golf, and I watched his swing when we played together, and then I gave him a little backyard golf lesson with some little adjustments, actually some big adjustments to his grip and setup, and a couple of hitting drills that got him into a more
All right,
consistent situation, something that he can build off of. Here's the lesson.
The grip. So I want you to keep this on file here. So see how it kind of runs through that channel. Bring that up. And you should be able to balance it with like these two fingers only.
Just those two fingers. Wow. Oh shit.
Okay, so the way that you're able to do that is because it is mounted atop this fatty pad here that acts as like a counterbalance. So is that closer?
Yeah.
All right, so fully grip it and set it down at a ball. Okay, so that your hand is rotated very much under like this. That's very weak. So I want you to get a little bit to where you can see 2 or 3 knuckles on that left hand. That would be more appropriate. And you see where that little green line comes together on the hand. This V is pointed up here. Okay, so start there, square club face, and then redo the grip from scratch. There you go. Okay, and generally, like, it should be, you know, firm but not tight. Okay, and then how do you interlock, overlap? You do the interlock, okay, that's good. Most people are interlocking these days. And I don't want to see any of that green here, so you gotta hide the thumb. Here, hold the camera for 1 second just so you can see, do it. You can practice this on your couch. So we're here, and then it's the finished product should look like that. There's no gaps.
Let's try it.
You can let that thumb fall on this side of the equator. Okay, set it down, let's take a look. Alright, yeah, that's gonna be really weird feeling, but if you can recreate this and start from there, that's gonna be good news. Okay, part 2.
I just feeling like so thin, but
alright, so your grip has been neutral, or been created neutral, so let's talk about your setup here. So your setup, you want your toes, knees, hips, shoulders, thank you, to all be in alignment. And then the best way to do that is you get your grip, you're like, okay, that feels right, it feels weird and new, but that's right. And then just literally just fall straight down into place, down into the ball, okay? And that's gonna help you square everything up. Yesterday, your lower body's aimed one place, the hips are aimed one place, so it's gonna make you swing in a way that is not, you know, appropriate for your body. See now how you're losing that grip a little bit, that right hand is coming out. So in order to get more distance traveled, I might just have bigger hands too. You can, on that interlocking pinky, you don't have to get real deep on it, you can kind of come halfway up the finger. A lot of times that gives you more space to wrap, and you're just barely, that's kind of how I feel my right hand there. Like, look at how barely that's on the club. Just the last little part of the fingers or what is holding the club.
Okay.
That gives me more. See how that gives me all the space in the world to hide the hot dog? And the meat of that right hand. This is going to help this is like the hands are welded together. See how they work as one? It's sort of a binary joint, open, close, open, close. It's creating like instead of an omnidirectional joint, you've got one binary. Good enough. Good enough for horseshoes and hand grenades. All right, so we're there, and then just fall into your posture. Down at the ball. Okay. And then generally arms are, they're not death gripping it, but they're kind of loose. All right, so take a couple of swings with that. Okay, get from this angle. Okay, so we bring in our handy dandy backpack, impact bag, and our stick. All right, so on those practice swings, we're doing a great job of trying to learn the new feel. Now let's feel speed. So right hand only. Step out of the way for a second. When you're creating speed, it's not exactly like this, but it feels kind of like you're going like this. So we're going to do that into a bag. Watch yourself, I don't want to hit you. We're just going to get used to hitting this thing kind of hard. And we'll see what that does to your lower body. Watch how my lower body just instinctively opens up. Do a few rips like that, and it's going to move your chest the way that you need to move instinctively instead of having to feel like this golf swing. There you go. Whoa. Good. You got plenty of rotation. So do that thing where you were kind of you're stalling it halfway down like I was doing. Yep, get it to parallel. Good. Good. Don't worry about how your body moves. Try to do this. Get it to stop halfway.
Oh, okay.
See how my body's trying to crank out of the way?
Yeah.
Do a few of those and then slap the bag.
Slippy the bag.
More speed. Faster. Yeah.
Oh.
Good. Good. Okay, now stop. There you go. I'm going to get from behind you here. Watch out.
It's a workout.
Show me some stalls and then hit. Yeah, that hip's cranking. Good. Let it rip. Yeah. Okay. Speed on the golf course, and you just weren't quite unleashing your speed potential there. All right, so let's try the same feeling. Grip it up. As good of a grip as we can. Let's get really neutral and fall into your posture. That way our hips, knees, shoulders, everything's in alignment. And let's set up in such a way where we don't have to have a ton of shaft lean. That's the reason why you're having a hard time ball striking. That club is really leaning forward. So get to a place where you can have this shaft match this line. That's set up. So wider, lower body, much wider. There you go. Your arms just feel like they're hanging from the sockets. They're not pre-pressed. Okay, cool. Now just kind of slap the bag. Let's get another one from this angle. Match that vertical line. Now you got to figure out how to swing on top of the orange stick. Not with speed, you go slow. Good. Go all the way to the top and stop. Cool. All right, now how do you get that club on top? There you go. Good, that rotation is so much better. Yes. So set this station up for yourself on the range. Cool. Nice. All right, now let me give you some balls. Hold this for a second. Show you one. Trade you. Come down here, down the line. Alright, so we feel this. The reason for this again is because you have a tendency to get like in here. You're under this stick and kind of reroute. So we're going to use this space on top of the plane more. So if you can get up here, then you've got room to turn left. You can just slap the bag from there. Bang. It's a real intuitive swing. But the drill that you really want to do is it's a derivative of slap the bag. So where are you when you slap the bag? You're here, right? Okay, so what if we start there with the stick, start here on the driving range, and then return here, time and time again. Just do that little move. That's like, think of that as your like arithmetic tables there. You gotta just start there where we'd be once we slap the bag with a lot of speed. Boom. Why do we have so much speed? Because our body's dynamically moving out of the way. Let's start there. A little bit of a bend in this right elbow. I call this kata. This is like when you're playing, do you ever play racquetball?
Mm.
So when you go down to kill one in racquetball, it's like kata. So start kata, and then just get back there. And that's going to teach you to be a lot more simple in the swing. All right, I'll lift. These are just like hip high swings. It's just about quality of contact more than power, but it's going to teach you how to move your body more efficiently. Grip still feels bizarre.
It's getting a little better.
So just make sure you kind of swan dive into your posture. Everything's lined up. There we go. All right, now get to kata. Turn the club upside down. Like hold it other way. Like a. Okay, and imagine you're slapping the bag with just that right hand. Really spank it. Where you get to. There you go. See how that. There you go. All right, now start there. Slight bend in that right elbow. Awesome, dude. All right, so start there and then crank back there. And that's going to help you feel appropriate impact. Nice. Show me kata.